the best cheese on a cheeseburger?
Nacho cheese. Got him.
Wouldn't that just like slough off and like be like really like weird and like gummy and stuff?
Nicole, it's a joke. You used to be funny. We used to have fun, remember? This is a hot dog is a sandwich.
Ketchup is a smoothie.
Yeah, I put ice in my cereal, so what?
That makes no sense.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
What? Welcome back to our podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, the show we break down the world's biggest food debates. I'm your host, Josh Scherer.
And I'm your host, Nicole Inayati.
And comedy is legal again, baby. Not nacho cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
Then whose is it? So today we're going to be talking... Today we are going to be talking about from a professional chef and culinarian's perspective.
Which we are both.
Which we are both of.
I am not a professional chef.
I'm not a professional chef either. I know we use the title a lot.
I was going to say the B word. Can I say the B word on the podcast?
That's your word. We've decided.
I'm a professional bitch.
See, that's great. And I'm a professional lover. Anyways.
Oh, got it.
We've both been working professionally in food. We think more about food than almost anybody.
I think about food a lot.
I think about food a lot. And that qualifies us to talk about what the best cheese is on a burger. However, before we decide what the best cheese is on a burger, I think we need to sort of widen that funnel and talk about whether or not cheese needs to be on a burger at all.
Well, let me tell you, cheeseburgers is my favorite food.
Cheeseburgers is that a reference to something?
Well, chicken nuggets is my family. Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
You're lower than you usually are. There's a big smudge on your glasses, and your hair is like off center.
Yeah.
Can I fix you?
Yeah, fix me.
Can I have your glasses for 2 seconds?
Sure.
Okay, hold on.
So while Nicole's cleaning my glasses, I can't do anything about the hair. Tried a new hair product. Was at the CVS. I didn't have the one that I liked because brick and mortar stores are just dead. And I don't.
It's so sad.
I don't want to order a hair product off Amazon, but I got the hair product that I like at CVS like 6 years ago, and I've been trying to use that. And
you sound just
I go in there and like 80% of the shelves are empty because stores are dying.
Disgusting.
And I want to go there. And so now I tried to use a new hair product and it doesn't dry quite right. And so now it looks all messed up. What else did you complain about with my physical appearance today?
Your chair's low.
Okay, chair. Raised it up.
Okay.
Didn't actually do anything, but it looked like I did. And Nicole's not going to notice now.
Let me know if that's better.
Glasses are clean.
Let's see, because that big smudge was
way smudgier than it was before now. Nicole, you keep them entertained while I grind this on my t-shirt for a while. Tell you why, I wear my glasses in the gym. And I sweat all over them, and I get the oils from my face on them.
Naturally.
I wouldn't work out with glasses on, but in the gym is mostly where I take notes for last meal's guests.
Oh. Have you ever thought about please clean your glasses.
Yes.
Like.
Have I thought about contacts?
Yeah,
yes,
why don't you just
have.
get contacts? I wear, I'm a negative 7 in both eyes, and I wear contacts.
I'm so glad you asked. And you're continued making assumptions of people's health issues and how you can fix them without asking any questions.
What do contacts have to do with health issues?
Why don't you get any contacts? Well, I've tried to get contacts. I have an asymmetrical astigmatism, so it makes it very difficult. You'd have to get custom contacts, which I did have made.
Okay.
But also people with asymmetrical astigmatism sometimes get vertigo with contacts.
Oh.
And I did on my drive home from the Lens Crafters, and I thought I was going to get in a crash, so I just pulled over and decided that glasses are what I'm going to do.
Okay.
What happens then is you have a smudge on your glasses, which does not bother you whatsoever.
Let's go get LASIK. Maybe we'll do a 2-for-1 deal for LASIK.
I don't know, man. I kind of just, they've created a little device I can put on my head called glasses that have become, if anything, a signature of my brand and visage. And getting
it's all about the
LASIK hair,
brand
getting LASIK. Let's get laser hair removal instead of LASIK.
I'll get laser hair removal. You get LASIK.
I'll get laser hair removal. You get LASIK. Everywhere. Just zap all the hairs off my body.
I already did that.
I want to be like a dolphin. I want to be like Pittsburgh linebacker Ryan Shazier.
I literally lasered myself from the chin down, got pregnant, all came back.
That's pretty hilarious.
Hairy beast.
That you should get your money back. You should be able to come with the receipts, which is just your hairy body, and show it to the people at the laser factory.
You call this 7 sessions?
Local YouTuber and podcaster are arrested.
Okay, we need to be serious. Sorry, I screwed up your glasses. I feel like me and you haven't hung out in a while, so we're just having a moment. Cheeseburgers, love them. Favorite food.
When's the last time you had a cheeseburger without cheese, which we used to call a hamburger, or a Hamburg style steak?
I literally have not had a hamburger in in a long time. I have cheeseburgers maybe like once a week at this point.
Nice. What is this mostly In-N-Out, or are you getting your cheeseburgers from other places?
I'm all over the place. I mean, In-N-Out's great. What did I have? I had Five Guys like 3 days ago.
Okay.
It was great. Fantastic.
And
delicious.
Five Guys, they do give you a choice of cheese, right?
I don't know if they give you
they?
a choice, but I'm pretty sure they use Kraft American cheese.
They give you choices on so many things. Do you not get a choice of cheese
I
at
don't
Five
think
Guys?
so. I think it's just the good old-fashioned yellow American cheese there. That's my knowledge. They've never offered other cheeses, but they do have things like A1 steak sauce and like mushrooms. And
They have all the things that you don't want to add to your burger.
Yeah, like
100%.
I don't need to add all that.
You ever go crazy and just be like, let's try A1 on my Five Guys burger. Let's try A1 and mushrooms. Then you're like, I wish I would have just gotten it normal style.
Not me, but my loving life partner, David. Yeah, he's like, just do it all the way. And I'm like, okay.
He gets everything. I've done that before too at Five Guys, and it just gives you the wettest salad in a bun. And Five Guys burgers are already so wet, which is what makes them pretty good.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going into the Five Guys menu right now.
I'm pretty sure it's just Kraft. According to my research, it says Five Guys use Kraft American cheese.
Well, I'm starting my order on the online Five Guys. There's so many different things to click.
I know it's really crazy. I wonder how often they run out of like diced onion and like mushroom and jalapeno.
No, like there's so many things to click to get to a menu.
I'm so sorry. You're having a hard time. When's the last time you had a burger no cheese?
Burger no cheese. I went to In-N-Out the other day, and I decided that getting a hamburger, which is a completely separate menu item at In-N-Out,
yes.
which I think is very fun. And I don't miss the cheese sometimes. I got a single hamburger.
Okay.
With the double, I love the way that the cheese melts in between the patties and creates kind of its own thing.
Right.
But I just got a hamburger without cheese just to remember what it was like.
What the meat tastes like?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Well, not even to remember what the meat tastes like, but to remember what it was like to order a burger without cheese. Because I feel like there's no data on this. I've tried to look this up, but I feel like hamburgers without cheese over time have been precipitously dropping.
I see that as well.
I feel like every passing year, the popularity of cheeseburgers rises as hamburgers falls, and certainly that wasn't the case because the cheeseburger wasn't invented until, God, what was it? It was like, I think like the 1930s. It wasn't that.
I was told, I always thought it was the 1950s in Pasadena, but maybe that's when it was like codified as a cheeseburger.
So it was originally called the Aristocratic Hamburger at the Right Spot in Pasadena. And then the place that I love, Pie and Burger, still makes one of the best cheeseburgers.
I've never been.
They kind of call themselves like the home of the original cheeseburger because the Right Spot closed. So it's like not, I guess, that new compared to the hamburger. But anyways, I feel like it used to be a lot more common, even when I was like a kid, to get like a Whopper without cheese, to get a Famous Star without cheese.
Sure.
Not only that, those are two separate menu items, the Famous Star and the Superstar.
Okay.
Or no, Superstar's a double, never mind. So it's a Famous Star with cheese.
Okay.
I lied to your face.
That's fine.
But the point is, it was like 30 cents extra to add cheese when I was a kid.
And you're like, I'm not going to do that. There's no point.
Yeah, we was poor. We couldn't afford a slice
no
of
point.
cheese on it. And so
Yeah.
I ate so many more like Whoppers without cheese. It's a really good sandwich.
You don't need the cheese in the Whopper.
I don't need the cheese.
You think it's because it's flame broiled or whatever?
I think, yeah, the flavor of the meat, I mean, it kind of just tastes like pure gasoline and beef fat, which I'm not mad about.
I don't love
it.
I don't love
the
it.
Whopper.
Okay, we're different.
It tastes like it has artificial grill flavor sprayed
Yes,
all over it.
I don't like that.
That's what I love.
You like it?
Chunky, acrid white onion on it, hot mayonnaise and ketchup.
It's big onion.
It's wide. The burger is wide.
It's a wide burger.
And I love it. And I think the Whopper is better without cheese.
Okay, that's fine. I think
know?
it's the rise also of like smash burgers, how people are obsessed with like the laciness, and it's just expected that the cheese will also become lacy.
Agreed.
So I think it's that marriage of like every burger is now a smash burger, and every smash burger has to have cheese on it, and everything has to be lacy and crispy. So I think that also has a lot to do with cheeseburgers kind of overstepping the hamburger in terms of popularity.
I think almost because the meat is getting less important.
You're so right.
So smash burger, like the best smash burgers are kind of made with fine ground 70-30 commodity beef.
And small portions of it, like 2-ounce balls.
2-ounce balls that you're smashing down till they just kind of become crispy, fatty, lacy carbon, you know? And then the cheese sort of becomes the star. The cheese is almost what's like rehydrating that meat in a certain sense.
Sure.
We're painting an ill picture of smash burgers here. They're delicious.
We love smash
I love
burgers.
that. But the era of burgers that we grew up in, an era of burger that I still like, nice thick 6 to 8 ounce patty, grilled, seasoned really properly.
I like those burgers too.
In a point where if you put a single slice of American cheese on an 8 ounce patty, you don't taste it.
It's gone.
It disappears.
It dissipates.
Dissipates.
I mean, it has a texture.
Huge Ackman in the Prestige. It just goes.
Still haven't seen it.
You know what the f? You haven't seen the Prestige?
I haven't seen the Prestige and the other movie that people think is the Prestige.
The
Illusionist.
The Illusionist. Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Never seen either.
I did force Julia to watch Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too.
Oh yeah.
In a
she
single
doesn't
day
like
double
movies.
feature. No, but she
forcing her to do
but
anything else.
She worked. Yeah, I forced her to eat a lentil because I keep insisting she's not allergic to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And did you have an EpiPen nearby?
No, she doesn't have that kind of allergy.
It's not anaphylactic.
I didn't force her, but like I sort of somewhat allowed her to eat because she looked at it and went, "Is it a lentil?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I'm going to eat it anyway." So I guess I didn't really.
You didn't. You weren't.
Yeah, but I didn't like stop her. I don't know if she wanted me to slap the lentil out of her hand.
That's okay.
But she said like, "Oh, I felt sick." But also we were drinking like 4 days in a row because we were at a wedding, we're at an Indian wedding.
You guys are cute.
I think we're really cute.
You guys are a cute couple.
So anyways,
what were we talking about?
thick burgers.
Yes.
The cheese is not as important, I believe, unless it's a very powerful cheese.
I'll say this: if we're using American as our
Yes.
baseline, as our what is the constant?
Yes.
I do think it has a textural benefit to it instead of like if you're using like a cheddar or a Swiss or a pepper jack. The fudgy nature of a slice of cheese, a slice of American cheese, is different texturally, maybe not flavorly, but definitely the texture of the cheese helps the burger experience.
I agree entirely. So if do all hamburgers need cheese? Not according to my own personal beliefs.
But I'd like for them to be.
But if we're talking about cheese,
Yeah.
American
Is the best
is
one.
the front runner. I
It's the
think
one
this
we're
is
the most-
probably a new thing.
It's the one we're most familiar with, I'll say.
It is 100%.
Yeah.
I think this is somewhat of a new phenomenon that goes hand in hand with people no longer liking filet mignon. Right? So we did this a while ago talking about the best kind of steak.
Okay.
Where
Speak your truth.
the America's answer for what is your favorite cut of steak, for the first time in history, I think it was about 10, 15 years ago, ribeye surpassed filet mignon.
Fair.
Right? Filet mignon was once like the pinnacle of luxury and what everybody aspired to.
When you think steak, you think filet mignon.
But Bourdain wrote about this in Medium Raw, which he wrote, I think, around the time of the financial collapse in 2008.
Okay.
Where he talked in The Rise of Foodie Culture, where he talks about how now your currency is no longer prestige, your currency is knowledge and expertise.
Oh, okay.
So as in like chefs no longer relying solely on prestige ingredients, but say a knowledge and expertise of
Like
maybe
technique?
of
Okay.
regional cuisines from other places, like David Chang and Momofuku Noodle Bar, right?
Okay.
Introducing bao that's cooked with craft and ramen that's cooked with craft, whatever that means, to a mainstream American audience. And I think a lot of that ended up like killing this kind of like prestige thing, but almost to the point where now we see any ingredient that is commodity, we consider it like populist.
Okay.
Right? It's like the music nerds who are like, actually, Sabrina Carpenter is like really revolutionary and good. Right? It's this idea that almost like you can't criticize anything that is popular in pop culture.
Okay.
Because its de facto nature of popularity kind of makes it.
So Sabrina Carpenter is the Kraft American cheese of burgers?
Bingo.
Okay. I love Kraft American cheese and I love Sabrina Carpenter.
Same.
So
She
it makes
seems
a lot
wonderful.
of sense.
But I think, you know what I mean? Like 20 years ago, I don't think people would have said that American cheese is the best cheese for a burger. I think the answer would have been cheddar.
I actually had a burger with cheddar. I went to Apple Pan and I got both burgers, the steak burger and the hickory burger, and I always add cheese to it. And it's cheddar, I believe. Let me tell you, it doesn't hit the same.
No, it does not.
It kind of just like lays on the burger and it makes like this oily film. It's because there's so much oil content that's not homogenized the way that like Kraft American is.
Yeah.
That it just kind of just sat there. And then you took a bite and like it kind of like almost like a flat piece of wax paper just like dragged.
What was it, not fully melted?
I don't think it was fully melted, but I would expect. I mean, I took it to go. I like allowed it to like travel and then I reheated it.
Kind of
whatever.
congealed.
Yeah. So it was pretty disappointing. But the burger was good, but the cheese was the disappointing part of that burger. Should have just got it without cheese. It would have been delicious.
Hold that thought, Nicole. It's time for a brand new segment that I'm calling Operation Make Josh Not Feel Like Crap All the Time. because he's very tired and would like to not feel that way. The acronym's not as clean as I want it, but it's pretty true. So here's the thing. I have the best job in the world. It's my literal dream job. I get to sit down and I yap all about food, and then I get to eat all of the tastiest food in the world, and it's very tough to complain, and I still manage to do it because it really does take a toll on your mental and physical health. Previously, I've been going by the vibes-based method, VBM. It's a much cleaner acronym this time, but I've frankly found out that vibes aren't enough, and I need to actually find something that's trackable and that I can actually improve. And that is why I'm wearing an Oura Ring. So this Oura Ring, it can help me track my sleep, stress, and activity levels. Again, things that I was always just going off vibes. I'd look at my phone right before I go to bed, see what time I fell asleep, and roughly estimate when I wake up. But now I'm getting actual data that I can use to try and help improve my sleep, which of course improves recovery and then drops your stress levels. Like last night, I threw a dinner party and I just ate a bunch of really heavy food before I went to sleep. And then I woke up at about 3 a.m. with the meat sweats, because that happens. And Oura Ring is actually able to tell me how that influences my day the next day. So let's check today's results. Let's see what we got. All right, so I woke up with a readiness score of 84, which frankly, not too bad. I did skip my morning workout today because I wanted to prioritize sleep, and I'm a big fan of not working out if you're not actually rested and recovered. I think it actually might do more harm than good. My sleep score was 78. I'm going to click into that and see what it meant. 6 hours and 44 minutes, which for me is actually quite a lot of sleep. I tend to average somewhere around 5:45 to 6. But here's an interesting thing. REM sleep, that's my rapid eye movement. It's only 1 hour and 8 minutes, which is definitely suboptimal. And I think that has to do with me. I had a little bit of drinks, had a bunch of really heavy food. And so going forward, I know that's something that can still do on special occasions, of course, but it's good to have the actual data behind it to know how it is affecting me. So over the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be checking in with you all on the updates for Operation Make Josh Not Feel Like Crap all the time, because he's very tired and wants to not feel that way. And I'm going to be giving you some insights into what I'm learning about how I can recover and rest better. Because Oura brings together sleep, stress, activity, and recovery to give you a full picture of your health. So head over to ouraring.com/hotdog to make wellness a daily practice. And thanks to Oura for being our sponsor. I would like to be very clear on my own personal American cheese stance here. One, there's Kraft Singles, which are pasteurized processed American cheese food product. And then there's our favorite cheeses Boar's Head or New School American cheese.
I have a whole entire research doc about New School American cheese right here.
New School American cheese is really incredible.
It is. If you've never had New American cheese, I highly recommend you like Amazon it or something, because it is so. I love New American cheese.
I think I agree.
It's so good.
I think it's really great.
It's a marvel. It's a science marvel, and it tastes so damn good. I feel like I could taste the difference between the two if you put like Kraft American and New American.
It's funny because it's a science marvel, but it's really not.
For me, it is.
Well, sure, no, it's like it's a novelty, but the reason. So American cheese, for people that don't know, everyone's like, it's plastic. It's
Maybe
not
it is
plastic. It's not plastic.
Just a little.
It's literally, if you think about it, it is just milk melted with cheese that then a chemical has been added to it that solidifies it and emulsifies it, which means it binds the water, protein, and fat.
That's right. You tell them.
So it's literally just a brick of milk and cheddar, effectively with sodium citrate, some sort of binding agent, and then you slice that. And why this is important for a burger, you said that the American cheese like melds really well with it. Agree entirely, because it almost melts into its own sauce, especially within
makes a sauce.
Especially within a double cheeseburger.
Oh, it makes a sauce.
Right. This is also why I prefer Cooper Sharp, which is another great American product. Some people have told me that it's not American cheese, but I believe it is legally classified as an American cheese.
Interesting. Okay.
Cooper Sharp in a cheesesteak, it melts with the steam of the meat and the onions to create its own sauce. Cheese Whiz is already a sauce. I think gets too liquidy in a cheesesteak. Provolone doesn't melt well enough. That's why you got to add mayonnaise to a provolone cheesesteak.
I'm learning so much about cheesesteaks. I've never had a cheesesteak from these places. I got to go to Philly.
I got to go to Philly. But I think that's the same thing with American cheese and burgers. I think it creates its own sauce.
Yes.
My counter to that would be, there's so many good burger sauces out there that taste
different.
So good.
But melted cheese tastes so much
What
better.
if you could focus more on a burger sauce with a different cheese? And I will proffer one example.
I know exactly the example you're going to say.
I don't think you do.
I think I do.
I don't think you do.
You're not going to talk about Father's Office right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay, fine, then never mind.
I feel like what's happened with our burger culture is it's gotten very homogenized, where places are either doing like the kind of like ketchup, mustard, mayo, or they're doing the like Thousand Island special
Pink sauce.
some sort of pink sauce. It's got some sort of pickles chopped up in it, whatever, ketchup, mayonnaise. But if you were to use like a super sharp cheddar, like a really aged cheddar, doesn't even have to be fancy. Use a Tillamook sharp cheddar. What do you mean sharp cheddar doesn't melt?
It doesn't melt that great.
Yeah, it's not gonna melt into a soup like American cheese.
I want a soup.
But say you had like even a smash burger, 2 slices of cheddar cheese, something with a lot of bite to it, and you had a ton of like raw onion, pickles, and like an English or Dijon mustard.
I'm so hungry.
Just like a sharp mustard, something horseradishy with the sharp cheddar, the fatty beef, the raw crunch of the onion.
My eyes are closed. Okay.
I think cheese works better in that scenario. Cheddar cheese works better than American cheese.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I feel that way. I don't know. Well, what if we use, instead of a sharp cheddar, what if we use something that was a little bit more muted, like a provolone or a Swiss?
I don't think a Swiss works in that. I think
really?
you want
think that
sharp
nuttiness,
on sharp.
Oh, see, I don't know if I agree with you. I think the nuttiness would add dimension that you're missing from using cheddar. With the way that you said
let the mustard shine more.
Mustard,
and
horseradish, pickles, Swiss.
I think you're getting enough
Sounds like a Reuben, actually. It sounds like a Reuben at that point. It's not a burger experience at that point.
It is a burger experience. It's still about the ground beef. But to me, the ground beef is being seasoned by the cheddar at that point.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
So you are seeing it as like whenever, is this a double burger in your head?
I'm imagining a double burger.
Okay,
Let's stay in the smash burger universe here.
So it's because you are conflating like the sauce of American cheese, the saucification of American cheese to the cheesiness of a cheddar burger, a double smashed, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. So you're using the cheese as a seasoning agent, while the American cheese is more of a textural element.
Yes, and I think that textural element and the seasoning level of an American cheese, which is more mildly seasoned than a sharp cheddar, because again, it's just cheddar mixed with milk. It's diluted effectively.
But it's good dilution.
It's good dilution. It's great.
But it's proper dilution.
A classic double from In-N-Out or just your local smash burger spot with Thousand Island, put some lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, onions, whatever. That's an incredible flavor combination. I think it's almost because the seasoning level of the Thousand Island, including the sweetness, I think, matches the seasoning level of the American cheese. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. So my issue with the burger, the aforementioned burger that you were talking about, I don't think that flavor profile is as attractive to the average American.
Oh, that's totally fine. But I'm talking about like from as we described, we are very smart professional chefs.
Let me zip my jacket
I think
up. I'm just kidding. Put it back down.
I think there's a world in which there are different cheeses on burgers used in very different contexts.
Do you like blue cheese on a burger?
Love blue cheese on a burger.
I love blue cheese on a burger.
Within context. And what I do is I generally mash the blue cheese with mayonnaise and like a lot of like cracked pepper, sometimes horseradish.
So you make a sauce out of the cheese. You don't
not
just
a sauce.
put
It's more of a paste.
Okay.
More of a paste.
But why don't you just get a soft gorgonzola?
I don't like patronizing Italians. I don't like to buy things from Italians. That's why I don't get a gorgonzola. Also, gorgonzola is not even that soft of a blue. Like a Roquefort would be like.
Okay, sure, Roquefort.
No, if I'm rocking like a heavy Stilton, and the only reason I have blue cheese in my house is if I want to make a wedge salad.
Sure.
Which is pretty often, to be clear. But then I always have like a half a thing of blue cheese left over. And I did make this recently. I made it was like a very like coarse ground steak burger.
Delish.
I got my own meat grinder.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks, Thomas Harlander, for the wedding gift. He was like, how do you get into your registry? I don't know the password. And I was like, me neither. Can you just get me a meat grinder?
Just gave you cash. I hope that's okay.
It was nice. I would have bought a meat grinder with it. But anyways, like I basically seasoned this burger like a steak. Right. And then I made like quick fried onions, not sauteed.
Okay.
Just kind of like
hard on the edges. Yeah.
Hard on the edges. Put a ton of that on the burger. I think like dressed arugula because I had it. And then I mashed the blue cheese with a little bit of mayonnaise and like spread that on the bun to hold it all together.
Exactly.
And it was an incredible burger.
So you didn't use it on the burger. You used it as a condiment sauce. You did. Yes, you did.
Yes, you're right.
So I mean, for me, whenever I think of a cheeseburger, the cheese has to somehow be melted onto the meat in order for it to be a cheeseburger. Whereas a burger, you use it as a condiment sauce. You did. Yes, you did.
Yes, you're right.
So I mean, for me, whenever I think of a cheeseburger, the cheese has to somehow be melted onto the meat in order for it to be a cheeseburger. or else that whole beautiful thing you were talking about of like them marrying together and like sandwiching together, it's all for naught at that point.
But if I had the blue cheese on that burger, I wouldn't have wanted an American or a Swiss or a cheddar. You know, like I want that blue cheese to be the cheese flavor.
But you made the cheese into a sauce. You did not use the cheese as cheese in that case. You made a condiment. You didn't allow the cheese to act like a cheese.
Yeah, but I made a condiment. I
cheeseburger.
made a condiment that was a perfect replacement and substitute good for
You
cheese
consider that
on
a
burger.
cheeseburger? You considered what you made to be a cheeseburger? What?
Am I crazy? It was burger and has cheese.
But what I'm trying to say is if
I'm not saying it's no. It's like say okay, go ahead.
Listen to me. It's like if I took. Don't be mad.
I'm mad.
Don't be mad. It's like you took. Let's just say I made a delicious Thousand Island sauce and I shredded a quarter cup of Parmesan in there. Is that a cheeseburger now?
Of course.
I'm so hungry.
Of course, it's a cheeseburger. It's a burger that has cheese in it. That's a cheeseburger.
No.
It's like saying.
No, you.
I understand that it doesn't eat like a fast food burger, but that's like what is the purpose of a cat? The purpose of a cat is to be cuddly and fluffy and adorable and whatever.
Kissers and feedings.
And be cute, right?
Yeah.
Cute.
I love
Hairless
my
cats,
kitties.
disgusting creatures, gargoyles. Utter
They're
gargoyles.
good, no, they're good for people with allergies. They're still cats.
That's what I'm saying. They're still cats, despite the fact that they're horrifying and go against almost any reason that you would have a cat to be fluffy and cute. It's still a cat. I'm saying they're still a cat in the same way that
bald
cheeseburger is still a
cats.
cheeseburger.
You think they're gargoyles? That's so mean. Sphinx cats are so eleganza. Have you ever seen a video of somebody massaging coconut oil on their cat and the cat's just like...
Yeah, that is like truly the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's like massaging a chicken before you roast it in the oven.
See, I like that, but I think that's
like
because that's
compound
dead.
butter.
That's dead skinned bird flesh.
It's like putting compound butter
I
on
think
a
the
chicken.
cats already look like they're feathered
Oh, they're so
and ready to be
cute.
roasted, and I don't like the hairless cats. The point is,
I'm so mad at you right now, actually. Right now, I can't believe you're saying that if I take cheese and I make a sauce out of the cheese, it's still a cheeseburger. I cannot disagree with you more. This is really disappointing.
what if I mean
You're shockingly
it's
disappointing,
not? It's
Josh.
not the. Josh, shockingly disappointing. Now with 15% more disappointment. What about like a lamb? A place has a lamb burger, and they
with
also
a
have some sort of
feta,
harissa
like
aioli
yeah,
and a
okay.
feta and a cute. They'll put a tzatziki on it, even though it's like the worst condiment for a burger.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it.
But like, is that a cheeseburger still? There's feta
is
on
the
the lamb.
feta on the lamb?
You're saying that if the feta is on the lamb,
It
it's
needs
a
to make
cheeseburger.
contact with the burger.
Eventually, it all makes contact in your mouth.
No, you're not getting it. A cheese.
I know what you're saying, but I think it's a weird hill to die on.
Listen, when you go to In-N-Out, can you get cold cheese on a burger? Yes. Have I done it before? Yes. Was it gross? Yes. Is it still a cheeseburger? Yes.
Because it's on the burger.
Because it's on the burger.
But if the
if the
lettuce
cheese was cut up and poured into like a sauce, then no, it's not anymore. Now it's just something weird.
But you're saying that like Cheese Whiz on a burger isn't a cheeseburger?
That is a cheese product. Cheese Whiz is not like a condiment sauce. Is it? Is Cheese Whiz?
Cheese Whiz is semi-solid
It's like
at room
80%.
temp.
It's like 80% cheese.
Yeah, Cheese Whiz is the next evolution. If you
Oh.
have cheddar here, if you have cheddar on the right, American in the middle, Cheese Whiz to the left of that, and then just a jug of milk right next to that. Cheese Whiz is just diluted American with a ton of extra salt. It is in way more orange.
I don't know. There's something within me. If it's a cold sauce that's being treated like a condiment, and it's not warm and like gooey and soft and marrying with the burger fat and warmth, then I don't consider it a cheeseburger. But if you are making like a Gruyere bechamel to go like a Mornay sauce to go over your burger, then that is a cheeseburger.
Because it's like directly
It's
hitting the burger and it's meant to be
cheese-based.
That's interesting. I see what
Yes,
you're
but
saying.
if you're making some sort of weird like cold mayonnaise condiment, which I'm sure is delicious, I'm not saying it's not.
You're saying
delicious.
like a Parmesan heavy Caesar dressing on
That's
a
not
burger.
a cheeseburger.
Does not make it a cheeseburger.
No, but if you
agree
put a
with
Parmesan frico on there, it is a cheeseburger.
No way, man. Parmesan. Parmesan is not a cheese. Parmesan doesn't count as cheese.
What is it? Umami?
Parmesan doesn't count as cheese. Yeah, it's the
salt.
same
It's
thing as
salt.
like miso.
It's umami.
Parmesan
It's
is
salt.
more miso than cheese. The difference between the chasm, if you will, between American cheese and Parmesan is way smaller than between Parmesan and miso. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
I don't think.
I ate way too many. I've made too many burgers with a damn Parmesan Frico crisp
And you don't
chip on
consider
it.
that a cheeseburger?
No, they suck. It just cuts the roof of your mouth. You bite in and it goes,
Well,
ah.
just because it sucks doesn't mean that it's not valid.
No, I agree.
Just
I
because
think
a
it
Sphinx
is.
cat exists and looks like a rotisserie
Yeah, I
chicken
guess you're
doesn't mean
right.
it's not a.
I guess you're right. I got to stand on my principles.
But aside from American, I mean, American is the answer for both of us. For that's the best cheese on a cheeseburger. But if you could,
Well, let's not lock it in yet. Let's not lock it in.
What could you also
Let's
consider?
not lock it in. I think I stand by what I said with context-dependent cheesing on burgers. I am
Okay.
a big fan of using a burger as your own sort of creative
Canvas. A burger's a canvas, and you're the artist.
You know, so for instance, like
The counter.
I grew up you'd go to a Carl's Jr. and they'd have like a mushroom Swiss burger.
Yeah.
And I still think like mushrooms work well with Swiss in that regard.
Okay.
Because they're both kind of mild, earthy, and nutty.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you get a bunch of like hard cooked mushrooms on a single thin burger patty, just like a thick wedge, not wedge, a thick slice of Swiss that's perfectly melted on there. It's not your quintessential burger with American cheese and Thousand Island, whatever, but it is like a very fun change of pace burger.
But
You know
it's
what I
not the
mean?
best.
It's not the best.
What do you consider? Well, I think the best cheese might just be. I don't think there's anything better than American cheese on a burger.
You know what could compete, but everybody's
Gouda?
been too much of a coward. Nah, Gouda kind of sucks on a burger. Gouda weirdly, like
too
smoked
nutty.
Gouda. I love smoked Gouda.
But but there needs to be a complementary accessory of
Smoked
top-
Gouda, bacon.
Yeah, it needs friends.
You know,
it needs friends.
Sauteed onions.
It needs friends.
With caramelized onions.
I just said it needs friends.
Gouda,
And people know
Gouda
what
kind of
that means.
doesn't work. That doesn't melt that well, does it? Why do I feel like I've always had bad luck with melting Gouda?
I don't know. I've had okay luck. Oh, Muenster. It's pretty good.
Monster's worst Gouda.
Oh, it's
Can we talk
creamier.
about-
It's creamier. It melts better.
I feel
It
like
melts.
there's a lot of these old man cheeses.
I love-
You grew up with Munster from your dad, right?
Honey, yes, I did.
All our dads went to Arby's and ate Munster and voted for Ronald Reagan. It's just what they did.
My
And
dad
they,
didn't vote in the 80s. He was in Iran.
Fair point.
He came in 1990.
I voted for Bill Clinton. But
Racist.
what? Why is that racist?
Who was he against?
Bill Clinton, I don't know, Walter Mondale, Dan Quayle, I don't know.
I don't
what
know who my
happened.
dad voted for.
The Spiro T. Agnew. These are names. But
Agnew? Okay.
but the point is, Munster is a dad cheese that I don't actually think brings anything to the table. Ditto with Havarti.
Oh, I love Havarti.
What does it bring to you that any other
my
cheese
God.
cannot?
Listen, I consider cheese. Okay, you said Parmesan is closer to miso.
Sure.
I think cheese's textural component is almost more important than the flavor it brings.
Is
like-
this for when it eaten cold or melted or both?
Any.
Okay.
It's just the texture of the cheese is 50% of the experience. I'm sorry. The texture of the cheese is 40% of the experience. The flavor is like 30 and the 10% is temperature. If my math is right. I don't know. I'm not very good at math.
I wasn't following that either. I was just,
Basically, the texture is the most important component of cheese, in my opinion,
okay,
as a cheese connoisseur.
I get that.
And Havarti and Muenster have this beautiful creaminess.
And a texture that would work well on a burger. Like they melt well.
I love it.
I don't know that I've ever had a Havarti cheeseburger.
Me either, but maybe I would eat it.
Fun dill, like I love a dilled Havarti.
Okay.
You get a dilled Havarti, you get some dill pickles on
Oh
there.
my
You
God.
make that a pickly ass burger.
Oh my God.
That's probably incredible.
Oh my God, yeah.
We've never done that.
I would love a Havarti dill smash burger.
I want to throw out a cheese, a dad cheese that I love, Jarlsberg.
Oh, I
Jarlsberg is
hate
the nuttiest of nutty cheeses.
I cannot consume Jarlsberg and be serious.
I would love a Jarlsberg with bacon
Mm-hmm.
cheeseburger. Pretty much just that Jarlsberg bacon hamburger patty and mayonnaise. See how that. Try that on for size.
I mean,
I think that'd
what
be
about
really
goat
incredible.
cheese? What are we doing with goat cheese?
Hate it. Goat cheese melts grainy.
Oh my God! Imagine goat cheese and like beets on a burger.
Pickled beets, goat cheese. We
Dude.
just need to start. Come on, we need to start a
What
burger
about
restaurant.
pimento cheese?
I want to bring back the
Pimento
glory
cheese,
days.
pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese on a burger is fun because it's just mayonnaise and cheese.
Is that?
Pimento cheese is just mayonnaise blended with cheese. People need to know this. And pimentos, of course, but that's the main. That's what the
does that
actual
debunk-
texture is.
Does that debunk everything I said?
I think so, because you're talking about me making a sauce with the blue. To be clear, my blue cheese wasn't like a blue cheese dressing. I literally just mashed it into mayonnaise until it was like a slightly more spreadable paste. But yeah, I think there's a lot of these fresh mozzarella, bad on a burger, doesn't
Okay,
really offer anything.
Worst cheese, pepper jack. Pepper Jack needs to go to jail.
How can that possibly be the worst cheese?
We've talked about how much we hate pepper jack cheese.
No, I talked about how I think that you should just use Jack and then add peppers in the way that you see fit. But pepper jack can't be worse than adding...
A ball of burrata is the worst thing to put on a cheeseburger. That's the worst. A ball of burrata.
Someone's doing that.
Stracciatella. Some a-hole is putting stracciatella on a burger and they need to be put down.
I think it's tough. I think it's tough to argue against American.
I think American.
It's tough to argue against American, but I will say I think it's only tough to argue against American because of how homogenous our cheeseburger culture has become.
Okay.
I think if we opened ourselves up to more creative cheeseburger toppings and combos, and I understand that that's not good for scalability in chain restaurants, and that seems to be what's playing right now. People setting up, smash burger food trucks and carts and small operations, and it behooves you to be streamlined like In-N-Out has been. However, I think we need to do more exploring.
Okay.
We need to do more exploring of the relationship between cheese, meat, and accoutrement and bun. And I want to be that explorer. Havarti burger with pickled herring coming at ya!
Fall is the perfect season to invest in yourself. And what better way than learning a new language? Whether you're planning a trip, craving a new challenge, or just looking to make the most of cozy nights in, Rosetta Stone makes it simple to turn just a few minutes a day into real progress.
Rosetta Stone has been the trusted leader in language learning for over 30 years. Their immersive, intuitive method helps you naturally absorb and retain your new language with lessons available on desktop or mobile so you can learn anytime, anywhere.
I love how approachable the lessons are. Bite-sized, easy to follow, and their true accent speech recognition gives real-time feedback that actually helps me sound more natural. It feels like having a personal language coach right there with me.
And with 25 languages to choose from Spanish and French to Japanese and beyond, you'll find the one that fits your goals. So don't wait. Unlock your language learning potential now.
A Hot Dog is a Sandwich listeners can grab Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership for 50% off. That's unlimited access to 25 language courses for life. Visit rosettastone.com/hotdog to get started and claim your 50% off today.
Don't miss out. Go to rosettastone.com/hotdog and start learning today.
Yeah, all right, Nicole, I've heard what you and I have to say. Now it's time to find out what other wacky ideas are rattling out there in the universe. It's time for a little segment we call Opinions Are Like Casseroles. We're going to get to the first opinion, but I need to set up a little bit of a backstory here.
Go ahead.
Because I got an email with the subject line, Josh, exclamation point, which is a great way to get somebody's attention.
Especially someone like Josh.
Especially someone whose name is Josh. Don't do it if the person's name is Marissa. But this was from somebody named Kevin Chirico. It simply says, hopefully this makes it through the pile and gets to your eyes and ears. Not the most traditional Opinions Are Like Casseroles entry, but my fingers are crossed. Below is a link to a video, but who clicks on links in strange emails? And I clicked on the link in the strange email.
That's right.
And we're going to roll that clip for you. If you're on audio only, we will describe the insanity that ensues. But Kevin Chirico, this is a big salute to you. Let's play that clip.
Hey, Josh and Nicole. Sorry I'm out of breath, just doing a little pre-workout climb. Big fan of everything you two do. Last meals, first meals, struggle meals, cheat meals, every dang thing in the Mythical kitchen, and especially the podcast. First opinion, if you're making strawberry shortcake with anything other than a drop biscuit, you're doing it wrong. If you're using angel food cake, just stop macerating those poor strawberries for nothing. They deserve better, and you know it. So I've been a professional skydiver base jumper for about 18 years, have over 14,000 jumps, and I love to cook, but I'm not trained. So I was thinking, I teach you to jump, you teach me to cook, and then somewhere in between, we go slam out some reps at the gym, this is the metal, every time I die, glass jaw, whatever.
Yep.
Nicole, same deal applies to you once you're comfortably settled into motherhood. Give me 1 second to get ready, and I'll give you my final opinion.
Great shout out
There
to
is no
Glass Jaw.
such word as cannolis. It's cannoli. And I would say if you use the former, then there is a special place in Italian hell for you. And I'll see you there. Have fun. See you down there.
jumped off the building. Oh, God.
What a rock star.
What a rock star. Man.
What a damn rock star.
We all gotta eat. We all gotta die. And I got to fly. Love you guys. Mwah.
We
So
love you
cool.
too, Kevin. Kevin's guts to fly. Never stop
cool.
flying out there, Kevin Chirico.
Our listeners are cool as hell.
They're cool as hell, but you gotta, if we're ranking them, you gotta put Kevin up there. How
Yeah.
would he get cooler? He also seems incredibly nice and jovial
Very-
and filled with a joie de vivre.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome.
We have a lot of things to address. Kevin won, like truly, thank you.
That was very, very cool.
absolutely rips. Do I go skydiving with this guy? I mean, do I have to go? Do I have to go? Do I get
It's
to
not
go? Do I want
skydiving,
to
he's
go?
base
Well, so
jumping, I
he's
believe?
base jumping, but he also, I think you would probably start with skydiving, not
I don't
base
know.
jumping.
I don't know how it works. I don't know.
I would be
don't
guessing.
know.
But anyways, he's
I've got
offered.
paragliding. Does that count?
I don't know. Ask Kevin. I'll mull it over. I will mull over
Do
the
it.
idea. It would be really cool though. Bring Kevin on episode of Cheat Meals. We cook this cheat meal. I go skydiving with him. Hit some gym reps. He trains Navy
Why
SEALs. That's
not?
really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Leave some
That
comments if you want to
explains
see
the
me
muscles.
skydive. I feel like I could dissociate enough on skydiving because you're so high up. It's like if you're in front of a crowd of 20 people, you get more nervous than if you're in front of a crowd of 5,000.
Sure.
Because 5,000 is just too many people,
many people.
to even comprehend.
Too
It
much
just-
sky.
It's too much sky. You jump out of a plane, you got Kevin whispering in your ear while you're
You're gonna
strapped
be
to him like
okay,
a koala.
buddy. I got you.
So, yeah, I need to put some more thought into it.
I think you
need
should
to,
do it.
Frankly, I need to convince my wife, Julia.
I think you should do it. I think
Yeah.
it's good to do. I think you should try it. If I wasn't pregnant, I would do it. I've always wanted to skydive. So.
and I'm going to bring up my statistic of I'm more likely to die in my commute home than I am.
Yeah,
skydiving.
man. Who cares about that?
You know, she loves when I bring that up.
Who cares about that? You should do it. Opinion number one. I agree.
Yeah.
In my own cookbook, I wrote a recipe for strawberry shortcake, and let me tell you, it's biscuit. It's just a biscuit.
Yeah. And it's better. It's way
It's
better.
a million times better.
One, a drop biscuit. It's super simple. Drop biscuits, for people that don't know, it's like you make a kind of generally like a looser biscuit dough, but
Yeah,
roughly
that's-
using the same technique.
It's softer, and it's probably mixed in a bowl instead of
Yeah.
like laid out for you to like and covered in flour to punch out.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about like, oh, am I mashing the butter too hard and rolling this out? Is the biscuit gummy? No, it's just like you take a spoon and you go poof, and you drop the biscuit onto a baking sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Bake it off, slice it open, cover it in macerated strawberries and like
Whipped cream.
lightly whipped cream.
the
That's
best.
one of the best desserts.
I agree.
I grew up eating it on Angel Food Cake because
So did I.
Angel Food Cake's like the low fat cake.
It was readily available. It was next to the strawberries, anyways. When you were shopping for strawberries, they had the little divotty one. You remember the divotty one?
Oh my god, yeah,
The one
yeah.
with the divot.
Okay, those are fun though.
I mean, it's what we grew up with. So what else do we know? But yeah, I agree. Biscuit over angel food cake any day.
Yeah,
for strawberry
and
shortcake.
also don't do what my dad did, which is use the low-fat Cool Whip straight out of the freezer section. It just tastes like shaving cream and Splenda. You don't want it.
Yeah.
Next opinion. Cannolis is not a word.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to the Italian to tell me what to do, and I trust you. And I don't want to go to Italian hell. They probably have like what's like a molocchio, right? That's the evil eye. Molocchio.
I don't know. I would guess that Malocchio is a slur in Italian for a group that I don't actually know.
You
of.
wear something to protect you from the molocchio, which is the evil eye. I also believe in the evil eye.
Is it the hand?
The chamsa?
The
Yeah,
chamsa?
it is, but I believe they have a chili pepper that deters the
Oh.
molocchio. I might be completely wrong. I'm so sorry.
I also don't want to go to Italian hell. It's probably just a bunch of Sbarro. But how words get naturalized into English in terms of their in terms of their pluralization specifically, is really, really interesting. So in Italian, it'd be one cannolo, molti cannoli, right? But then when you are taking a word, sort of using it fluidly in English, we see this with pierogi, right? Where in Polish, it's a single pirog, it's multiple pierogi. But in English, for whatever reason, in America, we call them pierogis and a singular pierogi. You see this
Pirog.
with tamale as well.
Tamal.
It is a singular tamal is tamal.
Do you say un tamal or you say un tamale?
I would say un tamal if I'm saying un. But if I'm saying, hey, can I please have a tamale, please? That'd be great. Thank you so much, ma'am. You know, then I would probably say tamale.
Okay.
But in Spanish, it's tamal, and then plural is tamales. But in English, American English, we tend to say tamale and tamales. So there's just a certain function of how language works.
Sure.
Right? Where we like still sort of honor the native name of a dish, like a cannoli. And I just drop all the vowels completely and call it a cannoli.
You really do.
That's just a natural function of how language works. And I think you sort of need to take the evolution of language with a grain of salt and understand that this is how language morphs. I actually recently shot something with Hank Green. Check it out. When it comes out, it's going to be incredible. But we were talking about pronunciation and language when it comes to foods.
Okay.
And like how we take something like spaghetti and it's a lot, I don't know, it feels like it's been more naturalized into English than something like tlayuda. You know what I mean? Because it's been so popular for hundreds of years.
It traveled a lot. The tlayuda didn't travel as much as spaghetti did.
No, it's not. But boy, do I love eating tlayudas.
I went to Galagetza 2 days ago.
Nice. But what Hank did is he actually had like 15 people who spoke 15 different languages say the word croissant.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because I don't know if you know this, in Britain, they say like
croissant?
They say croissant because they're so close to France and they probably eat more croissant that when they hear an American say croissant, it sounds very silly to them. Whereas when we hear them say taco, gonna go out for some tacos, that was very Australian, but whatever, it sounds very silly to us.
Right.
It's just a proximity location thing, right? But Hank was like, this seems to be almost a bit of like an American problem where other countries don't seem to think about this type of stuff too much. And so we literally had somebody who was speaking Mandarin Chinese, Korean, say the word croissant and how it gets sort of like naturalized into their language because people all over the world love to eat croissants and cannolis.
Sure.
So, all that to say, chill out, man. Come on. Just eat the cannoli. That's all I have to say about that.
Thanks again for that cool video.
That was a great video.
Hey, cuties. Okay,
Hi.
so my opinion casserole today is that the salad that I'm about to describe to you is good, and no one else has ever heard of it. So growing up, my mom used to make this salad, and it was romaine lettuce, shredded cheddar cheese, 2 like thick pineapple slices from the can, and the dressing was mayonnaise. I don't know if that's a Southern thing. It sounds like it would be more of a Midwestern thing, but we live in the South. And it really slapped so hard. And every time I try to make it like in front of other people, I get shamed for it.
I'm sorry.
But I still think it's good.
Listen.
Anyways, Nicole, congratulations. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks.
Oh my God, I found a recipe on JuliaSimplySouthern.com.
Cute.
For best pineapple cheese mayonnaise salad.
Listen, the word salad.
Down here in Decatur, Georgia. Sorry, go ahead, Nicole.
The word salad, what the heck does that mean? I don't know.
It means small salted bits of food coming from the...
Salmagundi, yes.
That's not where it comes from.
Where does it come from then?
It just comes from the word salad. It's like little salted things.
Like I was saying... Don't let anybody yuck your yum, even us, because my instinct was ew. And who are we?
I hope this is actually your blog that I'm reading, but the fact that this person seems to remember a thing from their childhood and they were in the South, I would almost guarantee that this came from one Dole canned pineapple recipe on the back of one magazine that was popular in one community.
Sure.
Because that's how recipes used to spread. And back then, we kind of didn't know what to do with pineapple, so you might as well put some cheese, mayonnaise, and lettuce on it. And like, I don't know, I wouldn't not eat this.
Sure. I mean, I would try it, but I don't know if I would love the flavor profile. But I'm glad that you love the flavor profile because, again, don't let nobody yuck your yum. Not even us.
No, anytime a new fruit was introduced to society or a new food in general, like some of the first
like
recipes with peanut butter were just like peanut butter on butter lettuce, you know?
Because you didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, and like, I don't know who's to say peanut butter on butter lettuce is bad, you know what I mean?
Not me.
Not me, man.
I like it on celery.
Not me. But people like to make fun of that banana wrapped in ham with hollandaise on it. I'd eat the hell out of that. Sounds great. Bananas and ham.
Sounds like our other podcast.
Ham nanas.
Welcome to Bananas and Ham.
You eating the banhamnas?
Banhamnas is good.
That's all our time. We gotta go. We gotta go. I was having fun too. We gotta go. Thank you so much for stopping by. A hot dog is a sandwich. We got new episodes on our audio platforms on Wednesdays, and our video platforms, which you're really going to want to see Kevin Chirico jump off of a giant, some sort of radio tower. What was that?
I think it was a radio tower.
Some radio tower. Check us out on YouTube. We launch every Sunday.
If you want to be featured on Opinions or like Casseroles, hit us up at 833-DOG-POD-1.
I'm sorry about my glasses being smudged and my hair being messed up.
I'm sorry
today.
that I couldn't fix your glasses.
That's all right. You
I did
fix
the
me.
thing on your glasses.
And hey, if
work.
you like seeing videos of Nicole and I, you can go watch all of our other cheeky shenanigans over on our videos on the Mythical Kitchen channel, which is a really fun time. See you guys next time.